Okay, we want to talk today about using your farm meat to the utmost. Those of us who farm know that when you butcher a lamb or a goat or whatever, you don't get a lot of meat. It's just a fact. If you butcher a deer, you don't get a lot of meat. It's a fact. So what we do, this is just personal opinion here, we don't hang the things to make the meat more tender. We actually cut everything off the bones and we make it into burger. So okay, so if you take each animal, you're only getting, a few pounds of meat. Let's be honest and fair. But we're making it into burger. We're mixing it with beef fat. Therefore, you add some to the poundage, and then you're not just eating this burger. This is quite a little bit, but you're not just eating the burger. You're using every part of the carcass. Okay, you got your soup bones here, and some kids we were educating about farming were so happy to go home with a soup bone. They'd never had one. So what we do is we'll cut like 2 soup bones off of here, and then here's the shoulder blade, and we'll use that for soup bones. So this way you're not having to worry about all these little bits of meat you've left on here, because you're not going to get it all. It's just a fact of life. So this is multiple meals with your hamburger. This is a meal. Each limb has 1 meal with the 2 legs on there, and plus another one with the shoulder blade on the 2 front legs. So you've got 1 meal off of each leg. So that's 8 meals, you guys. This is soup bones. And then 10 with the shoulder blades. You've got ribs. That's a meal. You've got your burger. And then you've got things like the pelvis and the pieces of the vertebra. There's like at least 3 pieces of the vertebra you're cutting into with a small ruminant or with a pig. And you've got multiple meals. We're not just talking about this. If you're just talking about this, you're going to get really discouraged as a homesteader, because this is all you got off of this animal, and it's negligible next to if you count everything. So you have to remember our ancestors used everything. They didn't just cut this off and they're happy with this. They used this and they made soup, and they used everything to the utmost. They used parts that we toss nowadays, okay? Things that we do as well, by the way. So use it to the utmost. The little bit of meat is what most of the world is eating, okay? We're the weirdos with the huge steaks. The rest of the world is eating parakeets. They call them bujigar, which means good bird, okay? So they eat they go eat sparrows in other countries. So you don't have to have a huge amount of meat to make a nice meal. You pop in some of your home-raised vegetables, carrots, peas, potatoes, and you've got 100% of what you're eating came from your homestead in your little soup bone soup. And that way you've just got so many meals off of just a small animal. But this is making the most out of your home-raised or home-harvested meat.